Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Knee Colored Chocolate. I'm going to go ahead and apply this. I've actually already worn this, so I know how it's going to look, but I did mention this in the last video that I would test it out for you guys to see. So the primers that I'm going to be using are my regular primer. This is the CoverGirl True Blend for oily skin. I either use this or the Maybelline version that has the blurring effect in it. I'm also going to use the Maybelline Baby Skin for my pores. So now going in with my Anastasia Dip Brow. I'm liking the color of it. Like I said, the first color I tried was ebony and that was just too harsh. And then I tried I think medium brown, I'm not sure, but this was the color in between, so I am liking this. So this is what it looks like up close, and I'm going to conceal that with my NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the color Caramel. Already I'm liking the consistency of it because it's a cream. I feel like I have more control when trying to sculpt around my eyebrows, so that's already a plus for using this as an eyebrow concealer. What they look like after they have been set, and I'm really liking this concealer. I just hope it's not too light to blend the edges in with my foundation, but so far so good. I'm hoping this keeps my eyebrows matte throughout the day and into the night. So I do have some eye products I want to try out as well, but I'm going to do my transition color and my outer corner colors off camera, and then I'm going to come back with the new products that I want to try. So I've already added my transition color to my crease, and I'm going to go in with these two products. These actually got cut out of the initial video I made with the haul, and these are the REVLON PHOTOREADY Eye Arts. These were part of what I got from Walgreens, and I got two colors. One color is called Topaz, and it is pretty much like a bronzy glitter on one side and a more of a bronzy solid on the other side. The next color is called a Peach Prism, and this is pretty much like a orangey rose gold almost, and it is also a glitter on one side and a solid cream on the other side. So I'm gonna be mixing the two of these to get my eye look today. So I'm going to start out with the darker color, which is Topaz, and I'm going to use the cream side of that, which is this side here. I'm going to use that as a base for the rest of the colors. It comes in a wand like this, so it's very easy to apply. Yeah, that's really pretty already just on the hand. So let's get into putting this on the eye. So far it is very wet. It pretty much feels like, I don't know, like I put glue on my face, but it's not sticky. So it's just very wet. That's pretty much it. But yeah, the color, it goes on, as you can see, like extremely pigmented. I'm super impressed with this. I'm just going to be cutting half my crease, not the whole thing. So that's why I stopped around here. I'm going to blend my transitional colors back into that once it dries. Just to speed it up, I'm just fanning it dry a little bit. I don't want to like open my eyes completely because I don't want it to transfer onto my top. So that's why my eyes are like low right now. But I am just fanning it to help it dry a little faster. So next I'm going to use the opposite end of the same topaz stick, and I'm going to be using the glitter side. This is like the perfect way to get a foiled color super quick. Like just the solid color alone is super pigmented, and then once you put the glitter on it, I feel like this is the perfect going out kind of look for any time of the year. Like if you want a glitter eye really quickly, you don't want to have to deal with fallout and, you know, eyeshadow being everywhere, this is perfect. Like PRISM combination, and I'm not going to use the cream side. I'm only going to use the glitter and layer that on top of the combination of the topaz. Gone back in and blended my transitional and my outer corner colors in with this, and this is looking really good. Like I will be the first to admit that I slept on Revlon, and they were never really a brand that I gravitated towards, but I definitely will start paying better attention to them now because this is bomb. I just hope it wears and stays this way throughout the day. So the next product I'm going to try is my Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. I'm in the color Deep 74. So let's see how this looks. It's looking pretty good. It's not like too orange. It's spreading very easily, very evenly. My eyelids are like really stiff from these like Revlon eye art. I guess because it's like cream formula. When it dries, it gets stiff. So I guess that was expected. So this is easily like the most full coverage foundation I own right now, even more than my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Sometimes I do have to go in with a light second layer of that, but with this one layer hides everything. Like, okay, so I did notice my lighting was like a little yellow, so it was making me look really orange. But I don't think the foundation is making me orange. This is what I look like with when I mix my two L'Oreal Infallible Pro Mattes together. One is too dark and a little too warm for me, and the other one is too light and too cool. So when I mix them together, they make my perfect color, and this is what I look like with that. So I think this looks really good so far, and I'm a big fan of medium to full coverage foundations. I don't really see the point of wearing makeup unless it's going to be medium to full coverage. So I'm really liking this so far. So I wasn't recording, which is why I have half an eye of concealer on, but I'm going in with the Sephora brand Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer in the color Cream Caramel, and I was a little skeptical about the color of this. I guess I eyeballed it and thought that it would be a good color for me, but it looks a little light, so we will see how this blends out and if we can make it work. I also do have oily skin, so since this is a gel formula, we'll see if it stands up to my skin's natural oiliness. It is very light for my taste, but I was able to blend out like the outside like I always do with the butt of my sponge that has leftover foundation, so that does help a lot. It is super light in my nose area, which honestly I feel like I can make it work. To me, that's just gonna make contouring easier. I almost still have like a natural contour here from my foundation color, so that just, I feel like that just made it easier for me to blend my contour in. I'm gonna set this with some powder and come back. I'm not gonna set it with powder yet because I do still need to contour. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour and then set my face. So I did go ahead and contour. I just used my ABH Cream Contour Kit and my Black Radiance True Complexion Powder Contour Kit to set that, and I have some banana powder baking all of those areas. This is what I do normally every day with my makeup, so I'm going to follow that same routine just to give it the most realistic trial on my face and just make sure that everything has a fair chance to really settle in. Gonna set it with my L'Oreal Infallible powder, just bringing a little bit of life back to my face. I'm actually not mad at this concealer color. I thought it would be too bright, but it works, so I'm happy about that. So I do want my eyes to stand out as much as possible, so I'm not going to wear any eyeliner. I'm just going to put mascara on and lashes. And the lash glue I'm going to be using is my House of Lashes glue, which I told you guys, again, I already love. It works just fine. It dries super fast, so I'm going to come back once my lashes are on. So the last step in this process is, of course, my lip color, and I have a few lip products. The first are lip liners. This also got cut out of my haul video because my camera cut off, of course. But these are Jordana retractable lip liners, and I've been seeing these everywhere, and I saw them at Walgreens, so I got a few different colors. One is a Rockin' Rose, which is pretty much like the perfect nude for my lips. Cabernet, which is a deep wine kind of color, hence the name Cabernet. It's like a plum color. And COCO LOCO, which is a dark brown. This is like perfect for toning down bright colors. And I do have two lip colors. One is by the Sephora brand, one is by STILA. The Sephora one is a liquid lip stain, a cream lip stain. This is in the color, it says 40, it doesn't say a name, 40 Pink Tea. And I got a STILA liquid lipstick in the color Angelo. So today I just feel like this Angelo color would go really good to bounce off of my eye color. So I'm going to use this on the inside of my lips and line it with CABERNET, which is the deep plum color. And I'm really playing off of like browns and plums with my eyes. So I feel like that would be a good combination for my lips. It's so creamy, like I can't even take it. Like I still use NYX lip liners, but they're so much more dry than this, and they're pencils, so you do have to sharpen them. And when they get really low, they almost like hurt to apply. So I really do like these, and these are way cheaper. These are only, I think, $2.50 a piece. Clearly Angelo is super bright, so I did try lining it once again with Cabernet, but I think I'm gonna go over it with Coco Loco just to tone it down more, because this is too much. So toning it down with Coco Loco definitely helped, but I think I'm still going to go over it with a gloss just because I'm a glossy lip kind of girl. I do wear matte sometimes, but for me gloss is always the way to go. So I'm going to use my L'Oreal 8-Hour Gloss, and this is 815 Barely Nude. The final look. I absolutely adore it. The color Angelo, the STILA liquid lipstick, it was a tad too bright for me. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it or just exchange it for something else, but the formula of it is really nice. It's not sticky at all, and it did go streak free and very solid, so that's a plus. It's really just the color that was off for me, and that's just my personal preference. So of course I'm loving the eye combination, those L'Oreal eye colors. I think they're called eye arts. I'm loving those, of course. So I'm just hoping they don't crack throughout the night, or throughout the rest of today into the night. And this foundation looks great. It's flawless, full coverage. I'm gonna check in what time is it? It's 1:42 right now. So I'll probably keep this on until about 10:30, give it, you know, a good little while to wear. Pretty much had my face on since about 1:30 or so, and it's 1:42 now because I was filming my lip combination and taking that off and seeing how I liked and all that kind of stuff. So I'd say from about, we're testing this from 1:30 to 10:30 p.m. So I'm gonna come back around 4 just to see how this is wearing so far, and then I'll come back do like a final review of everything and how I like it. Now 3:56. Just an update on what's going on with my face. Really nothing has like started cracking. I don't have any oil coming through at all. I did take off my lip color just now because it felt heavy on my lip. It just felt like my lips were being weighed down, like I had a lot of product on. So I did take it off and I just put some chapstick on. So I'm thinking about putting on my Sephora cream lip stain instead. So let's just see how this works out. Okay, so that was a fail. I'm not even going to show y'all what it looked like because all I'm going to say is it's way lighter than it looks in the tube. And I even tried to line it with, one of the Jordana colors I got, and it was like it didn't want to take the color. Like I would draw on it and nothing would come out. So I put some lip balm on again. I'm honestly contemplating just going out like this. I keep reapplying my lip balm through the night so my lips stay shiny because I'm just not feeling it. Other than that, I mean, everything else looks good. I feel like, I don't know if it's my lashes, but I've worn these lashes before and it makes my eyes look like they're so much smaller in the middle. Like I'm looking like this at you the whole time. Like that's how I look to myself in the mirror. So I don't know, I feel like it makes my eyes look like wider too, like they're further apart than they really are. Like I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, whoa. I think I'm gonna just do like my regular Milani lip combination because at this point I'm just like, none of this is working for me. I'm actually really disappointed that STILA color is as bright as it is. It doesn't look as bright, like that bright in the tube. So this is my Milani lipstick in Bahama Beige. And it's super nude. Super nude. Like I don't even want to put a lip liner on with this. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna roll with this because the lipsticks, they weren't working for me, and yeah, that's a little disappointing. But yeah, I'm not even gonna, maybe I'll line them a little bit, just a little bit. Can't really even tell on my upper lip, but it does show a little bit on my bottom lip. So I'm gonna carry my lipstick, lip liner, and my chapstick I was wearing. This is just the Burt's Bees Pink Grapefruit. I use this every time I'm about to do my makeup. So I'm just gonna carry this with me and hope for the best. But I'll check back in with you all later tonight. Hey everyone, I'm back for my final update, and it is currently 11:54. So I did end up wearing this a little longer than expected. When I got home, my parents were watching Get Out, which I've never seen. So as soon as I got in, I just stopped everything I was doing and I watched the movie. So that's why it's like almost midnight now. So I've had this makeup on for about 10.5 hours. And clearly you can see the oil is coming through. I'm looking in the mirror now and there's definitely oil on my cheeks, my nose, my forehead. So my lipstick is gone. I had that like nude color I threw on really quick and chapstick. So that's gone, of course. Yeah, I'm not really greasy in my highlight area, which is good. Because the highlight already kind of gives you like a glowy kind of wet look, but I don't look any more glowy in this area than I did earlier when I put it on. So that's good, but you can definitely see the oil coming through, and I'm not sure how long this is supposed to last for. This Kat Von D foundation actually says 24-hour wear, full coverage. It definitely is still on my face, and it is still has the full coverage effect. It's just my oil is showing through, so the foundation is still there, it's still wearing, but yeah, I'm just really greasy right here. And like I said before, I do have oily skin, so this was kind of expected. So far, I think the makeup is wearing really well. If I just oil blot my face, I feel like it would still be on. To come on here and do this without touching it whatsoever. I got lots of compliments on my eyes today, like countless compliments. Everyone loved it. They thought it was like different from what I normally do. I usually just do like a neutral color. If you've seen my everyday makeup videos, that's pretty much what I do. It wasn't too like heavy of a look for where I went. So I really like these Revlon eye arts. These are actually like a really good buy, and they were only $10 a piece. What else did I do? I did my brows. Oh, my brows are not greasy, at least not greasy like how they usually are. Like there's a little bit of shine in the front, but my whole brow is usually like glistening by the end of the day. So the ABH pomade, that held up really well, but especially the NARS soft matte concealer, that definitely made a difference. I did use the Sephora gel serum concealer, and I used that all in this area, but underneath my eyes as well. And my eyes, underneath my eyes aren't very greasy. There's just like a little bit coming through, but not like my cheeks. And I did the gel serum concealer down into this area, but I don't even know if that's the case, if that's why it's being glistening, if it's shining like that because of the concealer, because I put it underneath my eyes as well. And my eyes are not anywhere near as greasy here. So the gel serum for now, I think it works pretty well. The coverage is great, but since I am greasy here and also on my nose where I put it, that honestly, now I'm thinking about it, that might be why I'm a little more greasy here. And I didn't put as much on my forehead as I did in these areas, so that could also account for that. My chin is also a little greasy. I did put the concealer there, and then like as you see like over here where there's only foundation and powder, it's not like shining. So the gel serum, I guess maybe I'll have to bake it longer, or maybe it's just the formula, it won't stand up in warm weather. It was about 78 degrees today. My lashes are fine. The House of Lashes glue held up just fine. I didn't have to re-glue my lashes on. Yeah, that was about it. The Jordana lip liners, they work just fine. I've used them before I recorded this video, and I think it was just the liquid lipstick I paired it with, that color, it just wasn't working. Maybe I just need to use like a lighter hand next time, but it just wasn't working. I don't know. That's pretty much my full review of this first impression. This is my first impressions that I've ever done. I'm impressed with this, besides the fact that I'm just coming through, like I'm shining right here and on my T-zone area. Honestly, don't think it's that bad. The makeup held up the whole time, so if I just use some oil blotting sheets and a different lip combination, I feel like this will be fine. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this, and let me know if you want to see any more first impressions when I do hauls in the future, or if you want to see the hauls at all for me to even do a first impressions or whatever. Yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see, what you think of this, and I'll see you next time.